Today on Hidden Secrets, revealed live. Crypto conflict. The U.S. House struggles with the Genius Act. It has presidential Trump support. Among the most vocal opponents is Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. She has this argument: the legislation lacks sufficient safeguards against a CBDC. The Genius Act aims to provide regulatory clarity, as well as stimulate innovation and integrate stablecoins into the broader US financial system. All this while also aiming to protect their traditional banking infrastructure. What are the market participants doing? Monitoring the situation. HSRL is the production of Safe New Media. It's the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X. It's not for you, sweetheart, if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL. All right, let me break down this Genius Act situation for you. And yes, they actually called it the Genius Act. You know what's genius? Calling a bill genius when nobody can figure out how to pass it, which is like naming your kid Harvard and then watching him eat crayons. It's a regulatory framework for digital coins pegged to the dollar. And it's supposed to be a slam dunk, but it's stuck in Congress like a bad Tinder date who won't leave. They're trying to regulate stablecoins, which are digital money that's supposed to be stable. You know what else was supposed to be stable? My last relationship, and Congress, and the housing market in 2008. But hey, third time's the charm, right? So these stablecoins are pegged to fiat currencies. Fiat. That's Latin for let it be done. You know what else is Latin? Caveat emptor, buyer beware. But sure, let's peg our digital future to something that sounds like a tiny Italian car. The bill passed the Senate with bipartisan support. Bipartisan. That's when both parties agree on something, which happens about as often as I get invited to the Met Gala. But then it hits the House, and suddenly it's like watching your drunk uncle try to parallel park. So we got Marjorie Taylor Greene opposing stablecoins. Why? Because she's worried about government control. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the woman who thinks Jewish space lasers are starting forest fires. Yeah, Greene is now the voice of monetary policy skepticism. Marjorie Taylor Greene worries about central bank digital currency. She's concerned the government might control our money because it's digital. They already control our money because it's digital. Banks are waiting for regulatory clarity before launching stablecoins. Regulatory clarity from Congress? That's like waiting for regular clarity from a woman about her emotions. But here's the thing: banks are sitting there like kids outside a toy store, pressing their faces against the glass, going, "Can we make digital money now? Please, pretty please?" And the government's like, "Hold on. This is digital money pegged to money printed out of thin air. We need to regulate it first." You know what a stablecoin is? It's like cryptocurrency's attempt at being responsible. It's the digital equivalent of that friend who shows up to the party with non-alcoholic beer. "Hey guys, I brought some digital currency that's totally not going to zero. And they call it stable. Stable. You know what else is stable? A table. You know what's not stable? Anything that needs the government committee to figure out if it's allowed to exist. Politicians are trying to regulate something they don't understand, to solve problems they created, using methods that defeat the original purpose. It's like watching Congress try to improve the internet, but instead of making it faster or more secure, they want it delivered by mail. It's crazy that Trump had to convince 11 Republicans to vote for digital money, which was more of a challenge than getting them to increase the national debt. In conclusion, the market is experiencing significant volatility. In other news, water is wet and politicians are disappointing. But don't worry, they're monitoring the situation. Only one thing is certain: Congress will somehow turn regulating digital currency into a three-ring circus. And folks, the show's just getting started. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this, retweet on X, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. You're allowed to make fun of me if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. No pressure, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can go ahead and follow me on X. You don't have to follow me on X, but now you can follow SAFENEW.MEDIA on X, formerly known as Twitter. Let's just call it Twitter. Whatever you decide. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, processes, workflows that we're successfully using in order to help each other grow. I do invite you to belong higher. Join our inner circle on Telegram at SAFENEW.MEDIA on Telegram. You can get your copy of the Anti-Impostor tongue twister, the Anti-Impostor podcast starter kit. You can get it for free right now at SAFENEW.MEDIA. That's the Anti-Impostor podcast starter kit. Get it right now at SAFENEW.MEDIA. This is for someone who wants to start a podcast. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Are you an accredited investor? The reason I ask is we don't need more money. What we're looking for is to trade up the investors we have for a better class of investor. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. This is for multifamily real estate syndications. My team and I are looking for capital partners, brokers, motivated sellers. Secure your place on our waitlist. Go to Inveresta.com. When you do, you'll receive our investing criteria. This is the data that we use to determine where to invest. So don't lose money investing in the wrong location. What's the most important thing in real estate? You've heard this before, right? There's three important things: location, location, location. Okay, but how do you know what location qualifies as an emerging market? You know what I hate? When most real estate investors tell you, invest in your backyard. That's useless advice if your backyard is a bad location. Avoid losing money in a bad location. Pay attention to the data. What specific data? Start with these 5 data points that matter the most. Number 1, population growth. Number 2, median household income. Number 3, median house or condo value. Number 4, change in crime level. Number 5, this is the most important, job growth. Let me tell you how we've been using AI to identify the best locations to invest in multifamily real estate in 2025. I plugged this I plugged in this criteria that we give away for free. Our 5 filters to find emerging markets, right? So AI spit out a list of the top 30 cities to invest in right now. We give away the data that we use to find emerging markets for free. Secure a place on our waitlist today. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta. I posted the list of the top cities there. It's pinned to the top. Retail investors can send me a DM there to let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors, get in touch with me today. Call my office. Go to Inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. Methods of Prosperity newsletter. Can we talk about that? This is the newsletter I send out every week. This is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues, and it's possible to learn from history. My friends tell me that it provides insight into how to gain financial freedom, which gives me hope because a few of my friends have gained financial freedom. Go to SAFENEWMEDIA.com/newsletter. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is intended to share ideas, build relationships. I'm working with this hypothesis. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. You can now subscribe for free at SAFENEWMEDIA.com/newsletter. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.